What's going on, Socialites? Welcome back to episode 45. GPS Tracking, your podcast for everything you need to know about the global Pokemon Society and all things Pokemon in general. We have come to this, folks. The championship weekend coming up for both the majors and the minors. So we're going to take a look at where those playoffs stand, and we got some awesome interviews for you. We interviewed Juan, the Miami Heatrans, Cole, the Driftveil City Dragapults, and more, so definitely check that out. And, well, let's just get right into it, because I just want to drop some truth on people. Alright, here we have the current minor league playoff standings. So we see Florida, the number 1 seed, making it to the finals up against the number 3 seed, Diamond Desert Dwellers. So again, winner of this match has the opportunity to move up to the majors and get the number 1 overall pick for next season's draft. So in their earlier match, and Chris on the interview that we have with him today brings up that Florida crushed him, but we go over a strategy to how to defeat Florida, so you're definitely going to want to check that out and see this weekend who will overcome the other team and make it to the majors. It's definitely going to be a show. I'm excited for it. But speaking of the majors, and here we have the Major League bracket, and your Boston Braviaries making it to the finals once again, third time in 4 seasons. And you know what's happened each of those times, but to make it a little extra spicy, we are going up against our better half, Katie of the Denver Ninetales. She's never made it to the finals before. She's made it to the semifinals a couple times, but this is the first time in the finals, so it's really going to pain me to knock her out this late, you know. She did very well this season, Excadrill being the season MVP on her team. You know, she did a lot of great stuff with Sand and Trick Room, but we are undefeated. We are a team of destiny. And I'm not putting that down, not even for my own wife. I'm not doing it. I'm not taking the L. But let me know down below who you're rooting for to walk away with a Season 4 trophy. Is it your Boston Braviaries, or is it the Denver Ninetales? Let me know, and enjoy the interviews today. Let's go, team. We're joined now by Chris, head coach of the Diamond Desert Dwellers and current finalist in the minor leagues for the Global Pokemon Society. How's it going, Chris?
It's great, Ryan. I'm glad to be here having this conversation with you. Not to take too much time in the beginning, but I didn't know if I would even get close to this far. So I'm very excited right now.
Yeah, for sure. So I think you've said before this is kind of your first foray into kind of like competitive structure as far as like Pokemon battling goes. So how do you feel like you've done now that like the season's coming to the close? Obviously the championship's still at the end, but do you feel like you've learned a lot here, or that you see where you came into it and where you're kind of like ending it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And, you know, there's a lot of different things I can say. Like, was it a perfect season for me? No, I couldn't say that. But, you know, if you look at some of my last battle versus my first battle, you can see that, you know, I started doing like a lot of off-screen planning. I started analyzing teams more. I became a meme for not using items. This whole season has been a trial of ups and downs and learning curves for me. And, you know, maybe I'm not the best or anything like that, but some progress has been made.
Yeah, no, for sure. I agree with that. I definitely see, improvements, and you're somebody who is always looking for like feedback or like how to improve after a certain match or a certain matchup, excuse me. But yeah, so congrats. I feel like you're kind of like the poster coach for what we want the minors to be. You come in with limited experience and you just grow throughout the season, and I think that your growth is definitely the most tangible out of all the other coaches. I feel, and I'm putting some shame on some of these coaches, but you didn't learn nothing. And some of you know who you are because I told it to your face. But
Oh yeah, you've
they,
publicly
you know,
shamed some of the coaches
oh yeah,
like brutally.
I had to stop recording minor league battles because I was just like, I'm laying into these people too much. But no, JK. Um, but yeah, no, you did a great job, Chris. And there's one more match, and I'll be honest, I am 120% rooting for you because Nick, head coach of the Florida for Alligators, has already stated to me that he won't be returning for next season. So I want to make sure that that championship win, which allows the winner to move up to the majors, I want that to be used, and I want you to have that opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I want that opportunity, and I we battled once before, and it's hard to say because, like we said earlier, this whole season has been a learning curve. Like each battle has been drastically different, and maybe I've learned so much because I've started with no knowledge. Um, so it's like, am I just learning the basics, or have I learned enough to overcome that battle? It hasn't been too long since that, but I'm just hoping that although he doesn't plan on being in the next season, um, he still gives it his all for the match. I want to
Oh
feel like,
yeah, I don't think he wants to lose, but
oh yeah,
you know, you got these 15-year-old whippersnappers in here, and they meet a girl, and the girl doesn't think Pokemon is cool no more. So it's a tale as old as time.
we've all heard it.
Listen, guys, young men watching this podcast, find you a girl or a man, or whatever you are interested in or not interested in. Find whatever embraces your happiness. That's all. That's all I have to say. If you have something that makes you happy, don't be with a person that shuns that happiness, who turns that happiness away. A little bit of love advice here on GPS tracking.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
Love to see it. All right, so let's take a deep dive though and look at your team and the Florida for Alligators team here, because I know that Nick doesn't really watch this, so we can kind of strategize a little bit and see what we can do. So this is your team, the Diamond
Right.
Desert Dwellers. So I'll definitely say you started using Gothitelle a lot more in the latter half of the season, which I kind of liked. You kind of like having other Pokemon kind of do some different things, which shows growth. Like you weren't just throwing the same hammer against the nail. You know what I mean? You tried some different tools.
Yeah,
So just kind of go with that.
I was worried about using the Alolan Ninetales and the Togekiss combo like all the way throughout. Because I felt like I used it the first couple matches and it made sense, but I
Mhm.
wanted to do it different. So, and one thing I know that I will probably change before this next match is Gothitelle doesn't know Trick Room. Mine doesn't.
Oh, you got to get that on there because, well, we'll talk about it when we start looking at Florida's team. But I think you and I talked about after your regular season match against them, and I definitely think it could have swung some stuff around for you. But let's take a look. So your two Gmax options are Inteleon and Toxtricity. Tell me a little bit about these, how you like to use them, what makes you pick the one over the other, etc.
Well, I'm kind of somebody who has like a little bit of diversity in the moves. Like I try to just to get some coverage. Obviously, I want
Yeah, that's
things
always
to.
good with your Dynamax options, especially in this format where you're forced to have one Pokemon is the only Pokemon you can Dynamax. So definitely having a wide variety of offensive moves, strong coverage moves, is very important in that sort of format because you never know exactly what sort of Pokemon your Dynamax Pokemon is going to have to go up against, and you want to make sure that your Dynamax Pokemon can get a couple KOs if possible.
Right. I think when I was originally battling them, I thought Inteleon was supremely the way to go. It made
Hmm.
sense to me. I
I,
was
I can
like,
definitely agree with that.
uh, but then the one thing I overlooked is Colossal's ability to learn
Hmm.
Max Overgrowth.
Yep.
And I was like, whoa, this is bad.
Yeah, actually, I want to check something real quick. Let's, sorry, 1 second here. Showdown. Alright, so this is why we're strategizing here. So we're going to bring up Colossal. I mean, it doesn't really matter the move set or anything for this, and we're going to bring up Inteleon. Alright, so Inteleon max speed timid, your speed is going to be 372. Now, I don't know if this is exactly how he has his Colossal trained, but max speed timid Colossal, if it procs the Steam engine, is going to get 696 speed. So one of your best ways, like this is where we talked about the trick room, because we saw in the game one that you guys had that your Gothitelle was able to survive the Gmax Vocalith, I believe.
Yeah.
So it survives the Vocalith. You would be able to get off the trick room and then have Inteleon able to then, like, one water attack KOs Colossal, right? So you would have that option. Another thing you could do is Togekiss with Tailwind will also make Inteleon outspeed as well. So now we want to look at Togekiss. Can Togekiss survive a Gmax Vocalith here?
I think it's single weakness, but I don't know how beefy Togekiss is.
So we're looking at Meteor Beam, and again, we're going to assume it's max special attack, timid. And he runs the weakness policy too, so it's actually going to be +2 special attack as well. So that's a lot of stuff going on. So yeah, it won't survive the max Rockfall, but you could Focus Sash on it. Yeah, even max HP, max special defense. Like even if we give it like a plus special defense boost, yeah, it's still gonna get knocked out by the Vocalith. But if you have the Focus Sash on Togekiss, you would then guarantee the Tailwind as well. Actually, wait, no, that's a lie. Don't listen to that, because he does Surf with Dragapult to proc that. Okay, so Togekiss isn't going to work. But this is why we're talking this out. So Togekiss isn't going to work. Your best option is the Gothitelle.
The queen of my team, dude, Gothitelle.
Yeah, so if you have like Calm Gothitelle, yeah, see, he's only doing 65 to 76 if you're max HP, max special defense. You don't even necessarily need to be that bulky in order to really survive this. Yeah, like you don't even need like special bulk. You probably want the special bulk, but you could either just go all special bulk and some HP or all HP with that and be able to survive, and then set up the trick room from there.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be a situation where I would have the longevity to use a Calm Mind with it. So it'd be pretty much just the trick room, and then Gothitelle might be out next round.
But this is like a speed game, right? Because
right,
Colossal only takes one turn to set up. The Dragapult using Surf, it can't be follow mead because it's a spread move. Getting hit by the water attack automatically maxes Colossal speed. You get the +2 special attack from the weakness policy. So all in that one move, Colossal just becomes this behemoth that you have to take down somehow. So yeah, so the ways to do that are either Trick Room. So what you could also do is you could lead Inteleon and Gothitelle. Do the Trick Room with Gothitelle, max guard on the Inteleon, so Dynamax and max guard. Make sure you have like a setup move, like Protect or something, to max guard. He has to either decide, either he Rock Falls into the Gothitelle, not killing it anyway, so then you have, you know, the Trick Room up anyway, or he goes for the Overgrowth into Inteleon, which is then blocked by the max guard, and your Gothitelle gets the Trick Room up anyway and is healthy. So that might be like the safest lead against, you know, his, if you lead that and you see that he leads Colossal Dragapult, that's probably like your safest option.
Right. I think that's the way to go. I like that option.
You basically guarantee the Trick Room and you have the Inteleon there. Other than that, if you want to try and be cheeky with Inteleon, you could give it Quick Claw. That way the speed boost doesn't even matter. Like, it's only a like, it's a very small percentage of the time Quick Claw activates, but it's something where, again, if for some reason he critical hits your Gothitelle and kills it, then you still have this, like, whatever it is, 15% chance that, okay, maybe my Inteleon will move faster this turn. So at least it's something. Just because, again, this is such a speed game. But once you take out Colossal, it's a lot easier.
Yeah, I know, like, probably Alolan Ninetales will be coming in to support us. So from some of the team that I see of his, I think Alolan Ninetales will stand up well. The Blizzard is obviously a fan favorite.
Huge. Yeah, Blizzard with the Hail being up is going to be huge against his Dragon and Grass types. Definitely good. I also like Drampa here if we're looking for the Trick Room. Drampa does very well in the Trick Room, and again, it's one of those that hits, you know, Dragon hits basically everything, and I don't believe he has any Fairy Pokemon that are immune to it. So we can actually look at his team. Yeah, so yeah, he has no Fairy types. Again, he's got Colossal, Dragapult. He's got his Sun stuff. Sometimes he brings like this Trick Room stuff. Rotom Wash is kind of just like his all-around Pokemon, but
I don't know. This might work out. This might work out pretty well. And, you know, Drampa hasn't seen much gameplay so far. If I'm reading this correctly, I don't think I've used Drampa once.
No, at least not in the regular season. You might have used him in the playoffs. Or I might have missed no, because you have all your matches, because you have 7 matches here listed for everybody. So, yeah, I think Inteleon Gothitelle is a good lead. Pretty much counters his Colossal lead, and if he doesn't lead Colossal, then you just kind of pivot from there. You know, you just have Gothitelle do its other stuff.
Yeah.
Ninetales, Drampa, and then your last 2, I probably like Rillaboom and Togekiss, just for the utility. Rillaboom is just strong and has good utility, and Togekiss can be another good support Pokemon for you. That is also pretty decent offensively if that's how you wanted to bring it.
Yeah, I think my lineup would be, like you said, the Inteleon, Gothitelle, Ninetales, Drampa, and then it's exactly what you said. But I think I'd probably pull in Rillaboom over Togekiss. Um,
Yeah,
assuming
I'm just saying
Torkoal's
out
not
of
there.
your six.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
yeah, like out of your six. I mean, you could also bring Blastoise, so you could do this too.
that's true.
You could do. Okay,
I forgot about Blastoise.
yeah, let's back out of here again real quick. So. All right, so not in Tailwind. Yeah, that kind of stinks. I was trying to see if Blastoise after a Shell Smash might outspeed Colossal, but it does not look like that. Even if we're timid, we're still 100 speed points short. Yeah, because I was thinking like Togekiss and Blastoise, like follow me, eat up the hit, that first hit from Colossal, and then you could go for like a Hydro Pumper or a Surf or something to take out the Colossal, but
Well,
yeah, it
doesn't
looks
Trick
like the
Room make
speed
the
game.
slower Pokemon go first?
Yeah, but I was looking at an alternate, like seeing if we
Oh,
had
okay.
anything like alternate that we could do.
Well,
But
that brings in an interesting strat because if I went in with Gothitelle Blastoise as a lead and say we do the same play we've already talked about, I've still got my G Max for the rest of the battle.
yeah, the only thing with that is, again, if let's say you have Blastoise, and let's say we have like Hydro Pump. What would be another good move on him? Probably Ice Beam. Like you
Yeah,
have
against this
Hydro
team for
Pump,
sure.
Ice Beam, Shell Smash, and you want. Well, I guess you don't need Shell Smash, right?
Not in this case, I don't think.
No. I mean, it's good to have because maybe you have something else. But okay, so let's say you have it like this. So if he has the Solar Beam, if I can type. If he has the Solar Beam and he's Dynamaxed, what's the math on that? I think. Oh, you might survive. I don't know what the exact math is on max moves going through Protect, but you might survive. But Hydro Pump does have a chance. Well, after the Surf, you might hit. You might do enough. I don't know. That seems riskier than the other play that we talked about, just to have the guaranteed max guard. So I think I'd still rather just have the Inteleon. But yeah. I mean, that is another option. You could even drop Rillaboom and bring Blastoise, because Blastoise can actually do a lot of stuff Rillaboom can do. Like, if you want to forego the Shell Mesh strategy, you can also learn Fake Out on Blastoise. So you could have like Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, Fake Out, and Protect for Blastoise to do some different stuff there in the back. So, and Pokemon that can learn both water and ice moves, which both Blastoise and Inteleon can do, are going to be really good against his team. Like, weak to water, weak to ice, weak to ice, weak to ice, weak to water, weak to ice, so stuff like that could be good. So I could see, yeah, Actually, I think I like Blastoise better than Inteleon here. Because what, or not Inteleon, better than Rillaboom. Because who,
Rillaboom.
other
Yeah.
than Rotom Wash, like Inteleon doesn't hit anything. But then you need to make sure you have something against Rotom Wash, because Rotom Wash is going to eat up those water types.
Right. Let's see. Rotom Wash. Hmm.
I mean, Drampa will do good just because it'll be able to tank so much of it. Yeah, Rillaboom's just like your hard Rotom Wash counter, so it just depends like how scared you are of that Pokemon in particular, because Grassy Glide, Grassy Surge, Grassy Glide into Rotom Wash is like a one-hit KO, so it's just, if you're really concerned about Rotom Wash, then you really want to bring Rillaboom, but if you're not so concerned, then it's not the biggest deal.
Yeah. See, and like this is this is a lot of stuff I wasn't considering when I first went up against this team, um, which is like awesome to see, because now it seems like this is a battle I have a good chance at.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, because once you get, so again, I think your key lead is the Gothitelle and Teleon. Once you get that Trick Room up, you make sure that your Inteleon is going first. You KO the Colossal. His Dragapult isn't very offensive. It's like he usually runs like bulky support Dragapult. So you can even probably ignore it for the most part. He might bring like his Sun stuff in the back. But again, like Inteleon just crushes like all of these. Like with its variety of moves between, Max Hydro Snipe and then Max Hailstorm on all these.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
so
a lot of like
and since you're doing Trick Room, you don't even have to invest into the speed of your Inteleon. So you can go like max HP, max special attack, like just modest. You don't have to be timid or anything, if you wanted to spend an hour retraining it or whatever. But yeah, no, I definitely think like, because we saw that line in your first game with the Trick Room, so I think, or in your first match, excuse me. So I think bringing it back here, like, you definitely have like a way to spin the momentum around,
yeah, and I
And I,
feel like there's enough counter opportunity among my Pokemon. Like depending how I use my Pokemon, like throwing how I use them out the window, like the Pokemon themselves, they're pretty like they cover a lot. I like to think anyway. Maybe they're not perfect, but I think a lot of like what I have represented in my team right now is just what we need for this battle. So I just got to make sure I use it right and follow through with some of these strats. But this might be this one might be one for the books, man.
yeah, for sure. The question will just be, so let's say you catch him off guard with that game one, like if he's going to be able to adapt in game two, so that's kind of like where you'll have to like game plan after that.
Yeah, get a
But
little
taking
creative.
down the game one is the key, right? Because if you have that first game advantage, you don't even have to really worry about what he's doing game two. You can bring back your same thing and be like, hey, ball's in your court. You got to figure out how to stop this. And then if he figures out how to stop it, well, now the ball's back in your court. You're like, okay, I see how you figured out how to stop it. Now you got to figure out how I'm going to figure out how you figured out how to stop it.
Yeah,
Like it just gets there. So taking that first game is definitely key because it, just so much momentum there.
yeah. I think this is going to be a good one. Um, I'm really excited. You know.
Yeah. So you guys are going to be playing Thursday night.
Right.
When might we? When do you think we might expect the battle to be posted for the fans to check out?
When might we? When might we? What?
Yeah. Sorry, I just got a unstable internet thing. So the battle's on Thursday night. When do you think we might have the battle available for the fans to watch?
Let me check because this is a pretty big deal. I kind of want to change my schedule for this one. Um, so Friday is typically not an upload day for me, but I'm thinking since we're doing this battle, and I didn't get to record my last battle, I was having technical issues, so we've been a little bit without a battle. I'm thinking Friday.
That would be awesome.
Next day.
That'd be awesome for people to check out. So yeah, so definitely everybody make sure you're subscribed to Chryssalanius. Link down below as always in time for that battle on Friday. And we'll also have it saved on our playlist when I see it go live. So you can check it out there as well. But definitely give Chris some love. And Chris, do you have any last words? 1, to your fans all season. 2, to the people from your channel who might be checking this out, and 3, to your opponent.
Well, I gotta say, to the fans of the society as a whole, the people who have dedicated some time to watching me learn all this stuff, thanks for joining me for the journey. I'm making the grind. Like, obviously I started wanting to reach for the Majors League and get better, but now we're on the other end of this thing. We've got one more big hurdle to get over, and we might just be where we want to be, so it'll finally pay off. Hopefully. We'll see how the battle goes. Fans of my channel who are checking out this video just because I'm in it, make sure you check out Ryan, the Global Pokemon Society. He's introduced a whole new dynamic to my channel with this league, and a whole new dynamic of gameplay in the Pokemon world for me. So that's really exciting, and he's definitely worth checking out. Some great things coming. That's pretty much all I've got. I can't wait to actually have this battle and see how it plays out, and we're gonna take this W.
There you go. Awesome. Well, thanks again, Chris, and best of luck. Can't wait for the results.
Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate your strats.
Joining us now is Cole, head coach of the Driftveil City Dragapults. How's it going, Cole?
Good, Ryan.
Good. So I don't think we've gotten to talk to you since the end of your season, losing to Tokyo in the playoffs. So why don't you just give the fans a little bit of rundown how you felt the season ended for you, just your general thoughts of season 4 for the Dragapults.
Okay. Well, yeah, as you said, I lost to Tokyo. That was way too close. I kind of did that to myself. Finished off the regular season pretty good with the oddly dominant win over Juan. And then obviously, I won the All-Star game, so that was fun.
Yeah, how'd you feel about that? I didn't get to talk to you or Ali about that. How'd you feel about the teams, how they played against each other? Did you enjoy getting to go up against Ali since you didn't get to battle him in the regular season?
Oh yeah, it was fun. I had also been practicing with the team the last few days before the battle.
Oh, see, so I bet Ali didn't do any of that. So
nope, I can tell you he didn't, because he had to ask me how to rent the team that night because he didn't remember. But still, it got down to 1-on-1. So
yeah, that's all we could ask for.
Yep.
Very cool. So also, for those who don't know, Cole is part of the rules committee. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to take a look at the season 4 recap survey. So this was a survey open to all the coaches in the society to kind of just give their general thoughts on how the season went, how fun it was, how competitive it was, etc. Very unfortunate, though, that freaking Survey Monkey put... Because the last time I did this with last season, I had like open-ended questions so people could type stuff. Now you got to buy freaking premium to get that.
Oh.
Yeah, you're not getting no money from me. Freaking A. So I was a little disappointed that I couldn't do that, because I felt like that's how you gauge the most information instead of from, multiple choice questions. But we'll take a look at this anyway and see what it kind of shows.
You can always like type up your own little bit and then just send it to people in messages.
Yeah, but that might be a lot.
Fair.
How about this? An open invitation to any of the coaches watching this. If there is something that you really liked or didn't like or would like to see implemented, just message myself or a member of the rules committee, and we'll spread it around like AIDS. So.
Oh my god.
Or okay, fine. Like coronavirus, okay? Jesus.
There we go. That's a little more timely. I mean, I know there's still AIDS, but still, we're still in the middle of a pandemic.
All right. So the first question was, how do you rate your enjoyment of the league? Most people said very enjoyable. There wasn't anybody who was like below the middle option, so I think that's good. Yeah. What do you think, Cole? I mean, you don't have to tell me how you answered, but did you enjoy this season?
Oh yeah, and that's good because I honestly don't remember what I think I did. I was part of the blue bar.
Yeah.
I don't think I was in the yellow or the green, but yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, that's good. I hope that
doubles is definitely a different beast compared to singles, though.
Oh yeah,
there was definitely a learning curve.
For sure, and I hope with some of the changes we're doing for next season, I think people either have more fun next season or be more frustrated. It's one of those polarizing sort of things.
Okay.
Right. Question 2. So this was supposed to be only for majors participants. Rate your experience. Most people said that they enjoyed it, that the competition was good. A few people said they would change some things. Again, if you are a coach that chose that, you can definitely send me or the rules committee a message. We're happy for input on that. So how about this, Cole? Since I don't know which one you chose, was there anything that you felt was missing or that you enjoyed very much from the society this season?
I will say I enjoyed being able to choose what I wanted to Dynamax. Like, if you do bring the Gmax clause back in next season, that won't be bad because I think that's better for like singles. But especially with doubles, when you have like 4 different team members you can choose to Dynamax, it's nice to have your choice.
Yeah, for sure. I can agree with that. I will say, and I'm gonna do a pre-season 5 survey in the next couple weeks for the participants, but I don't think we'll be having Dynamax come back in singles next season. I think we'll leave that as a doubles only thing. But again, if it's overwhelmingly, people want Dynamax, then we'll probably go back with the Gmax clause. But
yeah,
I would probably lean the other way. So, third question. This one was for the minors. How'd you feel? So we didn't have a lot of minor league people fill out this survey, but some of them said that they learned a lot, and some said they had fun but feel like they didn't learn too much. So that's something I definitely want to focus on more. I want like a dedicated member of the rules committee to almost be like a minor league commissioner and to kind of like help with that. Or another idea I have, Cole, and you can tell me how feasible you think this is, but so we got 16 major league teams and 8 minor league teams. Yep. I would like every minor league team to have a mentor from the major leagues. So somebody who, it probably wouldn't be me personally, because I'll be honest, I don't feel like I would have the time with all the other stuff that I do for the league to help somebody with their other team. But maybe somebody like yourself or like Juan or, Zach or somebody would be like, okay, yeah, if you have questions or want to bounce off like some strategy with me real quick, like I'd be happy to help,
Yeah.
So that's something I'm got turning in here. And again, we'll put that in the questionnaire for next season, see if that's something that the major league teams are interested in, because I think the minor league teams would definitely like it, to have like a more experienced coach kind of helping them. So it would just be if the major league coaches want to put in that commitment as well.
Yeah. One thing I think could help too is, obviously I know it might end up being like a new person, or if we have, like returning coaches from this season in the minors next season, is just like having a minors representative in the rules committee, and not having it be like somebody that was a coach in the majors.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, for sure. And if you're a minor league coach watching this, I am, open to new people joining the rules committee. Not that I'm trying to kick you off, Cole. I'm happy to have you on. But I do like kind of rotating people out. But nobody seems to want to step up to it this season. So maybe we just run
Katie
it back.
Doesn't want to be in it.
Katie ain't got that time. She just wants to beat everybody, and that's all. All right, so this one.
Your husband in the finals.
Listen, you want to go down that road? You want to go down that road? Listen.
Yeah, I do. Actually.
Listen, I got room for another trophy here, buddy. Let's just say that.
Your head's already too big anyway, so
Yeah, she was saying that earlier. All right, so our next question is, how do you feel about the league's competitiveness? This was specifically for the majors. Pretty relatively around balanced, which I would agree with. Although, I mean, if you went up against me, you got to put me up here, right?
Oh, yeah. Sure, okay. Yeah. And then you go into another draft league.
Yep.
And then see what happens then.
That's right. I'm gonna pull like a Michael Jordan, win a few more and then retire. But yeah, no, I'm hoping we got some new teams coming next season. Unfortunately, we're losing a couple strong teams with Dave in the Reno Weezings and Juan in the Miami Heatrans, so that really blows, losing those couple good coaches. But I think we're adding on a couple new good ones. Juan, the Worcester Delibirds, will be returning, and he's a good coach. Josh in the Waco Scissors will be returning. He's a good coach. I got a couple other Poketubers. Travis from Couch Pilot Games is going to be joining, so I know he plays Draft League and other formats, so he has the experience. I'm sure he'll do well.
Convince him to get his own team and not take up the Sin City Squirtles.
He is doing his own. I gotta work on those, so expect those out probably in the next couple weeks after the finals this season. I started working on a couple of them, but I gotta polish them, and I gotta work on some more.
Yeah.
All right. So question 5: do you plan on coaching in future seasons? Overwhelmingly yes, but we do have a couple no's, which we just kind of rattled off. And do you watch the YouTube videos? Most of the coaches watch them. I like to hear the feedback on this. What content do you enjoy? I mean, obviously they mostly enjoy the battles and the podcasts, of course. These I haven't really done too much of lately. That was more last season. More TCG and the ranked battles and stuff. But if probably during these next few weeks when we don't have any battles going on, I might, I have a bunch of TCG product I still need to open. I just haven't had the time or anything to do it, so I might start doing some of this non-battle stuff for the next few weeks. For people waiting for that. And the last question is, do you want to record content? About half the people already do. There are some who plan to record, so if you want to talk with myself or Cole or any of the other coaches who already do recording for any tips or what we have for, what we use for software or for recording devices, definitely hit us up. I know sometimes budget is a thing. So I know my recording device was over $100, but we do have coaches like Andrew, who I think his was like $20. You know?
Yeah, mine was like 15 or 16 bucks.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, you can do, depends what you want to do, right? Obviously, mine can probably do a lot more stuff, but for what we do here, the $15 to $20 option is just as good.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's the one that PFC suggested.
Yeah, for Andrew, yeah. So
Yeah.
I know that's good. It kind of just works as like a flash drive, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's good. Just record your battle on that, and then you can either do like Cole does and edit it yourself, or you could send it to yours truly, who would be more than happy to commentate what's going on. But yeah, so overall, I think that survey shows it was a pretty positive season. Once again, again, if anybody has anything negative, I mean, I guess you can just drop it in the comments, call us out on blast, you know. But what about you, Cole? Do you have any negative things that you or anyone else mentioned? Constructive
not
criticism,
really.
I should say.
I won't. I definitely won't. Don't think I'm going to be live streaming any future battles like the one against you, because it was weird.
Yeah.
I also seem to be paying a little more attention to like the people instead of the battle. So, and I'm like, it was weird. I didn't enjoy it. So I'm like, I prefer recording, because then I can edit stuff out and whatnot.
Are you going to get the new Pokemon Snap and try to live stream that?
Nah. Honestly, like, I never played the original. So
I'm
it
ending
never
this
really...
interview right now. No, I'm ending it right now. All right. No, that's fine. Continue what you're saying.
But yeah, like, just I never actually had, like, you know, the GameCube and whatever it was on.
The N64.
So,
Cole.
N64, yeah. I was born in 1994, so you know. I
Wait,
can't remember.
so
what
you
it
were
was on
like
anyway.
3 when it came out. You were in the prime like age for that.
Yeah, I didn't start actually. My first introduction to the Pokemon games was Ruby and Sapphire.
Yep. Nice.
And Fire Red and Leaf Green.
Yeah, so that was what, 2003, 2004, somewhere around there? Yeah.
Yeah, I was like 9 or 10.
Yeah, Juan of the Worcester Delibirds is hosting a Pokemon Stadium tournament this weekend. So I'm going to see if I can get recordings of that, which I think would make for some good content, because that is...
The only like side Pokemon game I've played was Battle Revolution on the Wii, because my friend had it. So I moved like a bunch of Pokemon that I had on like Diamond and Pearl over to that game, and we would battle when I would go over there.
See, that's what I didn't like about Coliseum. I mean, Coliseum had like the single player, which was okay, but Coliseum Battle Revolution, like, you had to transfer Pokemon. Pokemon Stadium 1 and Stadium 2, they had all the rentals, so you didn't need that commitment, you know, which is what we're doing with this Pokemon Stadium tournament. You just pick your team from the rental squad. So
gotcha. Yeah, it was stuff that I wasn't using anyway, so I didn't really care.
Yeah, but
so it wasn't that big of a deal.
They definitely had cool graphics. Of course, now games on the Switch, you don't need to like make a game like that anymore.
No, but it would be cool to, you know, like have something like that too, though.
Yeah, I mean, you could have like a rental sort of option thing though.
Yeah.
As like a side sort of thing, like as a battle tower, or as like a special sort of ranked, what you got to use from like pre-made sets or whatever. But that might be, I don't know. I don't see it ever happening, but yeah. So well, thanks, Cole, for joining us. Congrats on the good season. I'm sure the Dragapults will be chasing the championship again next season.
Oh yeah,
for sure. So any last words for your fans for this season?
Yeah. So since Ali and I didn't get our like original battle done, sometime in the next couple of weeks we're going to have an unofficial Week 7 battle.
Oh, there you go. Nice. A little like skirmish with your season 4 teams. Nice.
And he's already down for it. Cause I was like, I really want to see how I stack up against your actual team when it's not like, everybody else's Pokemon.
Yeah, for sure. Let him kind of run his thing. Yeah, awesome.
Yep.
Well, look forward to that. And thanks again, Cole.
Thank you.
Hey, Socialites. I'm joined now by Juan, a.k.a. the Pokeballers, head coach of the Miami Heatrans. What's going on, Juan?
Hey, what's good, Ryan? How you doing today, man?
Good, my friend. Thank you for joining me. So I guess we'll start off with this. So this isn't a farewell interview, but it is kind of a see you later interview. So I'll let you kind of take the reins, but tell us what's going on as far as the Miami Heatrans and the GPS.
Yeah, so first of all, I want to say thank you for the opportunity for letting us participate as a channel, and it was amazing. It's the first time ever we've ever done something like this.
Oh yeah,
I'm really
having other channels is the best thing. Like I want more like
you get so many perspectives
eyes to get in here and do some stuff. But yeah, continue.
Yeah, like you get to see a lot of perspectives of like different people and like their thought process behind making certain plays. But it was great. It was a really fun experience. I'm relatively new to VGC. I started playing in June of last year, so I haven't even been playing VGC for a full year. So I felt like I performed relatively decent. I think I did okay for it being my first competitive environment.
Geez, you were the number 2 team for like 90% of the season. Yeah.
Until you cursed me. Yeah, we won't talk about that. It's okay. It's okay. We don't need to go over that. But yeah, sadly, I do not think I can make the commitment to play another season, at least right now, because I'm in the process of graduating college. I'm in finals. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's been a long journey. I am graduating in mechanical engineering, so it's kind of like it scales. Like my first 2 years weren't that difficult, but now that I'm all doing projects, I'm working for a contractor right now for my senior design that we have like $20,000 of their money that we're playing with pretty much right now. So we have to have that completed by the 18th. So it's been rough. Even this past couple of weeks with the tournament itself, like I kind of haven't had the time to devote as much time as I wanted to researching matchups and all that, like I was doing earlier on in the season. So yeah, now I'm in the job searching process. I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna go. We've applied pretty much everywhere in Florida. If you guys don't know, we're based in Orlando, so we're looking everywhere. We're looking in West Palm, Tampa, Miami, everywhere, even a couple of out-of-state places. So I can make the commitment not knowing where I'm even going to be living in like the next 2 months. So that's kind of what's going on right now.
Yeah, well, from all of us at the GPS and all of our fans and your fans, especially on your channel, we're all wishing you the best.
Thank you.
And it's definitely probably going to be a couple hectic months for you. But once things 100%. Settle down and you get into the routine, like I said,
we'll be back.
Yeah, maybe look forward to Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, maybe.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
When we get to that.
I still have a grudge against you, so I need to come back and win eventually.
Okay, so let you're the one who's making me jump off these points. But let's get to that grudge match. So as I brought up, you were for 90% of the season, you were the number 2 team in the society, only because you lost to me in week 1. Other than that, you were beating everybody else.
Yeah.
And after that first game, so for those who want to check out our rematch, I'll have that pop up here. But you said, Ryan, I'll see you in the playoffs.
Yep.
And it happened. So
I showed up.
Showed up. So tell me your perspective, because you haven't dropped your video yet. So
yeah, video should be coming up.
Have to watch that. Yeah.
But yeah, pretty much my mindset going in was the first time that we battled, I only prepared for rain. That was what I was going into. I was like, okay, he has a strong rain
and
team.
I like never brought it.
Yeah, you never brought in rain. Yeah, you brought in the Magnezone, which I'm glad you dropped, because Magnezone would have been a big pain to prepare for. I feel like I adapted well on that first battle, but this second battle, I felt like I had to study up a lot more on what I could do and what I couldn't do, what I could get away with. So if you notice, I never brought in Moltres, which was like my best Pokemon the entire time, because I felt like he wasn't really gonna help me much. Like he wasn't really gonna be doing anything. I felt like having an option like Rotom in case you didn't bring in Rain was gonna be very, very beneficial to me. I felt like bringing in Hitmontop, which I finally trained up, and I was like, you know what, Arcanine is not gonna do much for me this time around. Hitmontop could be very, very good.
I was very surprised. I was making a joke in my video like, oh, he picked up Hitmontop but never used it, so I'm gonna just ignore it. And then I see it in your team preview. I'm like, oh shit, he brought it.
Yeah, Hitmontop, like the best part about Hitmontop is that you don't know how you're gonna run it. Like you can run it as a very, very offensive Pokemon, or you can run it as a bulky Pokemon with Helping Hand and stuff like that, and just which you guys haven't seen this yet because my video's not up. I left Helping Hand on my Hitmontop and gave it an Assault Vest. So
oh no. Womp womp.
I forgot to take it out. I literally noticed halfway through.
3 attack Hitmontop. Here we go.
Yeah, it was so bad, dude. I literally was building the Hitmontop and I was like, okay, it's ready to go. We're all set. Let's give it an Assault Vest. So I give it Assault Vest, and then mid-match I'm like, okay, Helping Hand. And then I'm like, oh wait, Helping Hand cannot be used right now.
No.
Assault Vest, Hitmontop. So it was a bit of a letdown, but I feel like Hitmontop did his part. Fake Out it's so good.
Yeah.
Fake Out. You have Fake Out on Jinx too. I knew that's why like I tried to like Dynamax turn 1 whenever I could to just avoid the Fake Out from Jinx. But yeah, I felt like I did my best in that battle. I felt like you outplayed me, but there were also certain scenarios that could have gone.
Oh,
so
really? I kind of
differently.
agree with that. I feel like you outplayed me.
Really?
Like, especially in those early turns of the games, you had the right switches. Like you said, you had the right Dynamaxes. You kind of outplayed me in the positioning, but I got a little bit lucky on a couple things. First game, Togekiss just slept the entire time. And the other one, I got a freeze that saved a KO for me, at least for one turn. But I
have a question, actually. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm interrupting you.
No, go.
Does Protect into Max Guard stack?
It doesn't make it the 30%.
Okay. So that was, dude, I started raging in my video. Like, from my perspective, I got so mad.
That is a play. You can Protect into Max Guard. You cannot do the reverse though. You can't Max Guard and then go down to Protect.
Okay, because I've tried it the other way around and it didn't work. So I was like, oh, dude.
It only works.
You just got the 3 turns
and then Dynamax Max Guard.
Okay.
But that is a guarantee. So yeah, that was my kind of stall out the trick room.
Yeah, like that happened, and I was like, he got both lovely kisses. He got back-to-back Rock Slide with no miss. Then he got the 3 sleep turns with Togekiss, and then he gets the 33% chance. My head went.
Yeah, no, that is a guarantee. So
okay.
I only cheated you 3 times in that game, not 4. So.
Okay, just making sure, dude, because I got mad, dude. I was like, oh my god, come on, what else can I do? I can't win.
You had the right switches. My Duraludon was Specs.
Yeah.
So you switching in your fairies
on
my Draco Meteors really kind of put me on the back foot those first couple turns.
Yeah, that was a big bet on me, though, because I didn't know if you were full dragon or if you were like the steel build. So I was like, okay, like I need to risk it right now, but if he goes for a steel type move right now, it's gonna be really bad for me.
Yeah.
And then I saw
if I wasn't choice Specs, it still would have been okay.
Yeah.
But since I was Specs, I was like, damn, now I'm locked into this.
Yeah.
So I had to play around and switch a little bit, but
but overall it was a fun battle. I think that the RNG doesn't really bother me as much because if you guys saw my battle against Reno Weezing, well, it's going up on my channel tomorrow. But the battle against Reno Weezings, I end up winning the last match or like the last battle with my Togekiss surviving in 15 HP. His Pokemon, I don't recall which one it is right now. I think it was a Creamy being half life, so I had to get 2 air slashes off, and one of them had to flinch for me to win because I was faster, and I ended up getting the flinch in the second to last turn for me to be able to hit twice and win that. If not, I would have been out right there and there. Yeah. So that the RNG worked on me one day, and then the next day it worked against me. You know, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah, for sure. But no, awesome matches. You know, definitely, like I said, you were one of the best competitors. So I'm sad as a competitor and the commissioner to lose such a great asset to the league and to the community and everything. So that does suck, but I'm sure you'll still be here in spirit, if not
100%.
Battling and everything. And why don't you tell us what's going on your channel though on the Pokeballers? I know you guys kind of mix up the format a little bit for your own content.
Yeah, so we used to do a lot more pack openings on our channel. I say that, but I don't know, for the last 4 videos, 2 of them have been pack openings. But we're trying to cut down on the amount of pack openings we're doing as videos. Just because I feel like competing like from a YouTuber sense, competing with people like Leonhardt, Nate, Superdrill Danny, whatever. Like we're never gonna beat the algorithm on that. So we need to do something that people are actively searching for. That's not just plain pack openings. So we're gonna be doing a lot more Pokemon news, trying to keep the people informed. Like the shutdown of PSA a couple of days ago,
or
the new cards that have been revealed. Like, thank you. We're just trying to do like stuff like that to try to keep our viewers on the end on what's going on with Pokemon, and then gain new viewers from that as well. And then we're gonna be doing our openings on live stream. So every Thursday we're gonna be doing either a box break, which we're doing, I guess, tomorrow night. If you guys are watching this on Wednesday, if not tonight, if you guys are watching this on Thursday. And every other Thursday we'll do like a mini podcast called the Get to Know podcast, where we bring in we're trying to bring in like relatively bigger YouTubers. Like we have 500 subs, so we're trying to bring people with like 1K plus. Because it has to be people that they already have like established fan base for them to like actually like come here and ask us questions that they want to know about their favorite YouTuber. And we do like a pack battle type of thing with them, where if the chat gets a question right, then we open up a pack. If the chat gets the question wrong, then the guest opens up the pack. So I think that's a good idea to kind of like bring people out of the shadows, because it's very hard as a YouTuber for people to know who you are behind the camera. And that happens to all of us. I feel like we have like one personality in front of the camera, and then we have another personality outside that people don't know. Like, for example, Easy Pokemon, where we brought him in, he was a professional gamer. He used to compete for Street Fighter. And that's something like people just don't know about them.
Yeah.
So we're trying to do that. Hopefully one day we can bring in the big dogs like Nate and Leonhardt, kind of like interview them, trying to see like maybe like what Nate used to do before he came into Pokemon. Maybe Wolfie.
you guys met Leonhardt, right? So I mean,
we
got
met both
that
of them,
in.
Yeah. Funny story. We actually could have hung out with Real Breaking Nate for a couple of hours on the last night that we were at Collecticon, because he's good friends with Rob and Yeezy, and he went over to their hotel room to like open up some packs and whatever, hang out the last night that we were there. But Natasha was too tired and she wanted to go to sleep. So I told them, I was like, hey guys, like we can't go over. Yeah. So I didn't know that Nate was going. So I was like, you know what? Like, hey guys, like we have the flight.
It's just
tomorrow.
like one of those things like, hey, you know that party you didn't go to? Yeah. Tom Brady was there.
Like it's literally like meeting like the biggest superstar or whatever you follow. Like, it's like, and we woke up the next day and we see their Instagram story, and it's Nate sitting with them opening up packs, and they packed a shiny Charizard. And I'm like, bro, like we could have packed a Chinese Charizard. We could have been hanging out with Nate. We missed a big opportunity.
Yeah, you could have been tagged in that Instagram and.
It would have been fun. It would have been fun. No, especially just to like get to know them. We actually got to talk one-on-one with Leonhardt. He did show up the second day to the event without like him being in stage. He was just like walking around like looking for cards. And we did have like a 5-minute conversation with him. And he's actually a very, very nice person. Like I know a lot of people have like some hate against him because he comes up as like very like stuck-up guy, but he's very, very nice in person. Like once you like actually sit down and talk to him, super sweet dude. He was asking us for like if we wanted to take pictures with him. He signed a couple of cards and stuff. He's a very nice guy.
Nice, awesome. Yeah, like you said, sometimes your persona in front of the screen isn't who you necessarily are, you know. But
100%. Like especially like I feel like us smaller YouTubers that we don't really have that much of a say or that much of a following. Like if we were to do like a Q&A or anything like that, it would be like 4 or 5 people asking us questions. So I feel like us giving ourselves like a platform to actually opening up ourselves more, like it's very beneficial to you because it creates a bigger connection with your fan base. With the people that watch you. Like imagine like bringing in Wolfie VGC. I think you know who that is. Yeah, like it would be awesome to get to interview Wolfie and see how he got into Pokemon, see how he comes up with strategies, what the workarounds behind like everything that he does are. I think that's pretty cool.
I don't know. Sometimes I watch Wolfie's stuff and I don't think he knows how he comes up with things. He's a mad scientist doing something and it just works.
Have you seen the like 4-hour video that he uploaded trying to take Glaceon to first place in the ladders?
That was a while ago, right?
Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 months ago.
I did. Yeah, I watched that. Yeah,
it's insanity, dude. I wouldn't be able to keep going. Like at that point, I would just give up. But he does it, dude. I don't know how he does it. He's a really, really good player.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, he just has the je ne sais quoi. And just wins at Pokemon, and
like
sometimes like I said, sometimes he can't even necessarily explain it, but he just always
I feel like
just has it.
that's like the small difference that there is. Like, for example, like you are a really, really, really good player at VGC, but you are not a pro player at VGC because that, like, even though you might be like a top 3% player in the world, that like little 2% difference between what makes a pro and what makes like somebody like you and me is insane, because just our brains don't work the way that they come up with strategies, the way that they read moves. Like, it's just crazy to me. Like, I watch a lot of professional Call of Duty, and anybody can pick up the controller and shoot straight. But the way you move around the map, the way you make certain timings and stuff like that,
and everything,
that's just on a different level. Like, I don't know how people's brains process like that.
It is also a thing. I know. I mean, we're still kind of talking about Wolfie, so I'll use him as an example. But he kind of just transitioned over to full-time content creator. Like, he wasn't even doing that up until like this past year. So it is kind of a thing, like through repetition, right? Like, if all I was doing, or all you were,
like 8 hours of Pokemon a day,
and then you just pick up things intuitively. Like, you start to see the same sort of team, same sort of sets on the ladder all the time. You're like, okay, I know exactly what this set wants to do. I know that wants to do. But yeah, no, for sure, that is definitely, like you said, it's the difference between the top 5% and the top 1%. You know?
Yeah.
Kind of like that. So for sure. Well, Juan, thank you for joining us here on the Global Pokemon Society GPS Tracking. Again, thank you, and best of luck with everything in the future. And I know we'll be seeing you back in the society soon, but anything 100%. You want to say to the fans of the Miami Heatrans before we sign off?
Yeah, thank you guys again for the support. Thank you, Ryan, for the invitation. Again, if you ever have any like weekend tournaments, or you guys are doing like a stream where you guys are doing battles or something like that, make sure to let me know and I will participate. I can't make the commitment to like a 13-week season, but if it's like a 1 day, 2 day event, 100% let me know and I'll be there. Again, thank you guys for watching. You guys are amazing. The support has been incredible this season, and I can't wait to be back.
Awesome. Thanks again, Juan.
Yeah, peace.